Ready? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Hi, Arif.
Hi.
Thanks for being here with us today.
Yeah.
Really,
thank you too.
Really
Welcome.
excited to talk to you about your startup journey and learn more about RunCloud.
Exactly.
So why don't we start there? Tell us a little bit about who you are and what RunCloud does.
All right. So I'm Arif Tukiman. So basically, I'm from Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
So my hometown is Johor Bahru. It's just next to Singapore, actually.
Okay.
So actually, my background is computer science. I graduate in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So and then I'm started my own business during my study. And the second year, I just started my own freelance, develop websites, applications, and service to the private and government sector. All right. In Malaysia.
Cool.
So and then after graduate, I started my own business. I established my own software house development company.
Huh?
And then RunCloud is one of the R&D project during that time.
Okay.
All right. So we started soft launch RunCloud. So what is RunCloud? RunCloud is a modern web server panel and web deployments. So for those web users that wanted to use cloud, like DigitalOcean, AWS, Google Cloud. So instead of hours configurations to set up the cloud, so we make it simplified. Within 15 minutes, your webs, your cloud servers being configured smoothly, including the performance, optimization, security, all be done within 15 minutes.
Wow.
So now we soft launch in DigitalOcean Community project, actually.
Yeah.
So
cool.
I published on in October 2016. And then by end of the year 2016 December, DigitalOcean mentioned us on one of the top 5 most viewed community projects.
Awesome.
All right. So from there we started the organic growth. All right. So then I started focus RunCloud business 100%. Started early 2017 actually. All right. So now we already 2 years and a half, right? In RunCloud, and we already connected over 20 servers and managing over 150,000 domains.
Wow.
Now our user base mainly actually from US, UK, and India. So I would say that our organic growth is via the community. So we love to engage with the community, like what DigitalOcean does, right? So that's why we always keep engaged with the DigitalOcean team and how to engage and doing a lot of meetup events with the community. So I think this is a very good, a good strategy, a good implementations towards the community, giving the value. It's not about hard sell the product. It's all about sharing the knowledge on how to use cloud. This is where RunCloud. So our vision is actually we wanted to enable any web users to use cloud. If you know shared hosting is like very limited in terms of the resources, in terms of the performance. So now it's about trend to shift from the shared hosting, from the dedicated servers, or you need to set up your own room, server room, dedicated rack and all. So shifting over to cloud. So it's all about how to use cloud, and RunCloud try to simplifying that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. I really love that story, and I'm glad that I've learned more about it in this conversation because Malaysia is one of the countries that I've visited in Southeast Asia and really loved it. Just went to Kuala Lumpur.
All right, Kuala Lumpur. You like it?
Yeah, I loved it, and I definitely felt a community.
Exactly.
Strong community.
Most of the
there.
foreigners like the Kuala Lumpur. I think because of the nightlife, something.
Yeah. And the fact that you kind of got your start by posting RunCloud in the community projects at DigitalOcean.com.
It helps a lot.
Really
actually.
awesome. that's exactly what we envisioned when we created that space for people to share what they're building and hope that more success stories like yours come out of that. So I'm glad it worked out for you. And I think that's that shared focus on community and shared value that we place as companies and as groups of people.
This is what we are.
Yeah. That's really important and helps us work well together. So we'll get back to that topic in a second, but I want to kind of help bring to light some of the things that you've learned that you might be able to share with other entrepreneurs who are trying to build their own companies. And one area where I thought that we might be able to focus is on the international aspect of your company. So you have people all over the country, both employees and customers.
Yes, customers and all.
And you're a young company. So you're distributed in a workforce. You're serving people all over. Are there any big learnings that you've taken away from that experience that you can share with other entrepreneurs?
So actually, RunCloud is a global business, right? We have users from 80 plus countries all around the world, but mainly in US, UK, and Canada. Also, we have plenty of users. So I started back my business in Malaysia as a software company. So develop a software application for clients. So from there, I'm thinking that doing a servicing company is not scalable enough, right? If you receive a lot of projects, you need to scale up your team, right? You need to have a good resources to cope a good amount of projects, all right? And then I'm thinking that we need a product. I have been going through a lot of process actually. I'm used to be a web developer, game developer. So I develop games. So we collaborate with broadcaster, animation company, develop games. Then my games actually we managed to get over 2 million downloads actually. So from there, I learned a lot on how to communicate to people, on how to do the partnership, agreement and all. So I started thinking that the game industry is quite tough, right? Quite tough. And then me and my two other co-founders, we started thinking that RunCloud could be something, all right? At that time, actually, RunCloud is not specifically developed as a product. At the first place, actually, we try to solve our own problems. We are a software company. We develop a lot of systems, application, and websites for clients. So we try to figure out on how we can save our time, because when it comes to the deployments on the cloud, you have a multiple of clients. It's like, okay, client A, you need to deploy on this server. Client B, you need to deploy maybe DigitalOcean. Then maybe 2 projects on this server, production, staging service and all. So we try to make it like our own automation, which is we create our own dashboard first. It's very a simple dashboard. Then we use it. So my CTO, I have been going through a lot of process and R&D on how to make it this work for our client first. All right. And then this is one time in Malaysia, they have like a very good amount of developer community members. There's one Facebook called a Jom Web. In Malaysia, it's called Jom Web. It's like Let's Go for Web. All right, it's Jom Web. So the Jom Web community has 20,000 members at that time, and they organized one event called Jom Launch. So it's like, let's launch your project. So in Kuala Lumpur. So that event is specifically for any developers, for any businesses that you have your own projects, you can launch and showcase to the community. So I took that initiative for RunCloud to showcase the product to the community, because this is the developer tools and that is the developer communities. So I showcase it. Okay. Then I try to soft launch in that event, And I quite shocked because I would say near 100% of those communities like about the solution. There's like, oh, there's a solution. If I use cloud, then I need to deploy my application and manage and maintain my servers. Easy, save my time. There is RunCloud. So they start to use RunCloud. They start to paying us. And then they started to share RunCloud solution into the community.
Right.
That's we managed to collect or to getting sign-ups from all over the world, because you know, right, it's like forums, Facebook group, they are well connected, the global connected, right? They have users from US, Canada, India. So once our local developers start share about RunCloud, all over the world start to aware, oh, this is a solution for my problems. So they start to talk in the Reddit, Facebook group, forums, and many other channels.
Yeah.
So that is, I think the process is like we're not like making a clear roadmap at that time. Right. It's like we learn from process to the process and the process. So from the software house company, and then we learn about on how to kickstart MVP and go to market as a product. All right. So I have been going through a lot of pitch with a lot of tech events. I still remember at that time, by end of 2017, we got offered to exhibit TechCrunch in Berlin. So it's like something in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Because
it's
not
a big deal.
Yeah, not so many. Not actually. Maybe I'm the only one or another. There's a few that got offered to exhibit in TechCrunch. This is a world name of the conference, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I got featured interviews on stage during TechCrunch. Then talk about RunCloud. Why they sell RunCloud? Because what? Because RunCloud try to solve like a global problem. It's like any developer problems, they wanted to use cloud. Mm-hmm. So I would like to share for any entrepreneurs out there. All right, it's not about you need to have money to start your business. It's all about process that you need to learn first. All right, it's all about what you have in your hands.
Right.
It's not about I have $100,000 and I have idea to start. It's not that. It's not like money to start the business. For me, it's all about what do you have. At that time, I have my team, my co-founders, and my elite teams. So I start to thinking by using my own resources on how to kickstart RunCloud to the community, and how to kick off the product towards the community. So we gone through a lot of process where my team members, my co-founders, that's working hard towards the vision that RunCloud could be something by engage or by support the community. Mm-hmm. So I did my own plans. This is the vision I shared to the team. Okay, this is the experience that we need. This is the community that we need to penetrate. Then it works. So now we are with DigitalOcean, that we are doing a lot of collaboration, a good partnership and all. So that is the thing. We need to think about what we have in the hands and still keep learning and don't chase money.
Yeah.
Because if you have the solid products, if you have a good community, the business will come into the product itself.
Yeah.
All right?
Awesome. All right. That's really great. So to kind of pull out some of the highlights there, I think what I gathered was it's really important to be solving problems, right? Solving problems for yourself and internally, solving problems for your eventual customers and your current customers. It's also really important to be building the best product possible as a solution to those problems, and do so knowing that like if you have great people, like that's the number one resource that you can have, even more important than money. So as a founder and as a leader of the company, I think really being able to identify those great people and invest in them and believe in them is important. And then maybe the third thing was just really realizing and acknowledging the power of community and the opportunity that you can get through engaging with communities, right? And I think a lot of startups oftentimes look at community like a thing they have to build for themselves. But what I heard from your story is that you really leveraged existing communities to be a member of them, add value to them. And by doing that, you benefited from it because when you added value, such as a solution, a well-built solution, they wanted to share with folks, and that led to great things. That's awesome. It's a really cool story.
So I like to touch about the community that you try to mention. Is not about we try to build our own community. It's all about engage with the existing communities, right? Because developers is like across contents, all right? Let's say this mobile app developers, this is maybe a cloud architecture developers, system admins, and then there's the web agencies owners, the web business tech founders, all right? When it's cross to the community, it's going to be big or huge amount of numbers, and it's all about knowledge. We need to share what do you don't know. I will share with you. What do you want to know? And then we do a campaign together. We cross content together. We do like conferences, or maybe we can do like a video or something like that. Because in that time, on the earliest, the first year of RunCloud, we try to penetrate as much of the communities all around the world by using initiative of we make it one video. It's like we Skype, we record it like influencer, a developer that has an influencer. It's like a CEO of this company, a developer advocate for Cisco or something like that. So our ambassador in Malaysia try to talk to them and engage and your experience and share to the community. So it's like we try to share a value by using RunCloud platform. It's like a channel to enable other communities know this is the knowledge that we want to share. So it's like we share the value and the knowledge that other communities that could be benefits to. All right.
Absolutely.
This is the thing.
That's worked really well for us at DigitalOcean too. Building out our tutorial base. And,
I heard of
making that as
I heard of that DigitalOcean focus 100% towards the contents. All right, educate the people. I think this is very great things.
Absolutely. So, with community as a continuing on that topic, right? That's a big part of our Hatch program, which you're a part of. So. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience in engaging with the Hatch team and taking advantage of the perks within the Hatch program and how that's kind of helped propel and impact your business?
I think Hatch program is definitely I think excellence in terms of the initiative that you try to help the community via the startups. All right. Because most of the startups, they try to maybe they have their own applications, but when it comes to the cost, like server costs, all right, they need to maybe a few $100, all right, to deploy any other clouds. So what I can see in the Hatch program try to solve that via the meetups. One thing, developer meetups, it's like Hatch meetup from your top level, like CMO, product manager, try to share the knowledge behind what DigitalOcean doing, what is the best practice, tips, knowledge, and you share to the startup community. And then you try to give the benefits. If you want to to start your business, and you need credits, you need cloud, right? Cloud service. So you give the advantage for them, benefits, is 10,000 credits. This is huge. For me, it's a huge 10,000 credits, and which is right now RunCloud also heavily use DigitalOcean as our current system and other things. So I think Hatch program is gonna be a healthy program that can develop a wealth startup. All right, startup can use a lot of the credits, one thing, and they also can receive a lot of knowledge from the people behind DigitalOcean, from the experienced people. It's not just only it's a normal guy, but it's something that startup can learn from the top, from the CMO, from the product manager, VP of the product, maybe the CEO. So I think this quite helpful for a new startup or for new entrepreneurs that wanted to learn more about how I want to start my own business with DigitalOcean contents, and then when I wanted to start my product, I can use DigitalOcean products. That's the thing. I think it's like you try to catch from the early days until the startup be something. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and with the community-oriented nature of Hatch, while we bring our experts and our leadership and everybody from our team into that community, we also are lucky to have people like you in that community who share that community vision of sharing knowledge.
Exactly.
And the more people like you that join the community, the better it is for everybody, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, thanks for sharing that.
Community is awesome. Very important, because I just want to share again with you. We did one RunCloud meetup back in Jakarta, Indonesia. RunCloud meetup in partnership with DigitalOcean. Indonesian developers, they are know about DigitalOcean. So when we try to you use DigitalOcean, I want to share with you what is actually maybe inside DigitalOcean. Maybe a team members from DigitalOcean can share with you along the side with RunCloud members. We also have our ambassador in Jakarta. So to share about, if you want to use cloud, if you want to shifting over from the shared hosting to cloud hosting, this is the thing that you need to know. So I will bring the expert from DigitalOcean that can share with you. So it's like, then there's like, I want to go there. So we managed to get like 50 to 60 crowd. This is good, and they're very engaged. At that time, it's Mohan with that thing. So I think it's very good. I want to, because I have a vision that we wanted to have a lot more RunCloud meetups all over the world by partner with community, DigitalOcean community, maybe other clouds community, maybe developer tools and all, maybe other tech startup. So it's like we wanted to cross content together. All right. So I think by having DigitalOcean, we can do a lot more after this.
Absolutely. Symbiotic,
mutually
beneficial relationships.
Mutually beneficial.
Awesome. So, can you just give a little more inspiration to the entrepreneurs who will be listening and watching this? You're well into your entrepreneurial journey now, and I'm sure people have a lot to learn from, or might want to know who you've learned from beyond the DigitalOcean community. So are there any entrepreneurs, business people, artists, creators that you look to for inspiration that you would like to share with others to maybe check out themselves?
Exactly. Actually, along the process, I met a lot of people, businesses. I don't have like specific people.
Maybe companies?
Because communities. I learn a lot from the users itself. They're giving us a feedback. I learn a lot from the communities. They talk about our product. This is the thing. If you want to go there, you need to do something. I learn a lot. So the thing is, I try to, like, if I don't know about financial, who are the guy that can help me about that? So I try to make a friend with the CFO, the startup, CFO of this. So I learn a lot from various of people. So the thing is, if you don't know something, and actually as a leader, you should know everything, right? You know, right? CEO is like chief of everything, right? Right?
Chief everything officer.
Yeah, chief everything officer. Okay, sorry. So you need to know everything, but you don't know to be like specific. You need it on the surface, and so you might not be cheap when you go through on the next step, right? So I learn financial, I learn for CFO. If I want to learn this kind of technology, I need to learn, maybe about cloud, maybe I connect with DigitalOcean. Okay, this is the thing, these are the things. If I want to learn about how to develop my team, to grow, to scale up my members, on how to manage people. So I learn from the HR people, and I learn from the 200 plus of companies, multinational companies, maybe from the seniors. So the thing is, I learn a lot from various of people. I don't have a specific. I learn from these people to learn a lot of a skill set, right? Sure. So, but the thing is, a lot of ideas coming from. I watch a lot of like entrepreneur speak from the TED Talk. And I used to watch a few videos of Elon Musk, and I have a book of Elon Musk, their biography on how he started SpaceX, sold off the PayPal, and Tesla and all. I think Elon Musk is one of the great entrepreneurs that fall and up is investors still trust him as an entrepreneur, right? Gotcha. Because a lot of controversy that's already been gone through with Elon Musk, but Elon Musk still stand out about giving out a new kind of solutions, tries to make things unique, try to he quite engaged to the community, and I saw his Twitters is quite active. All right, he's tried to engage with the real user. Even there's one time I saw his tweet about customer support or something like that as Tesla, and then he replied. This is how he close to the users. So my take is we need if we want to learn about our product, we need to learn from the users, because users use our product. They know much about behind the product, maybe, right? So the second things I think maybe I want to share is about team. For me, it's not about choosing the best team or choose the best people or the best co-founders. For me, we need to choose the right co-founder, the right team, and the right maybe advisor or something like that. So the thing is, best people can come and go. They think they're best. I can from this job I need 10,000 salary. Right? The right people, they know the vision. I need to contribute more to help RunCloud to be something, and I will benefit a lot when RunCloud achieve the milestones. All right, it's about right people have motivation. Best people, I think I have been going through a lot of this process about the building up the team. It's quite hard because as a leader, you not only manage a business. The most big things is you know how to manage people. The right people, they have the very good attitude. the best people, they have, for me, it's least in terms of the attitude. They always think about the money first. And the right people, they always think about their contributions as the forefront. Right? Yeah. So, as tech co-founders, entrepreneurs out there, all right, I think entrepreneurs should to think more about develop the team, because if you don't have a very good or solid team, if you want to go the next step, could be harder. Yeah. If you have, if you don't have any kind of like a spirit within the team. Yeah. All right. As a leader, you need to have a spirit guy. Yeah. To this to the right team.
Yeah. Yep. I couldn't agree more with that. Yep. And I really like your differentiation between the best and the right. Yep. So to kind of bring all that together, you know, the things that I really thought were interesting about what you shared were, you know, oftentimes we think about gaining inspiration through or from famous people like Elon Musk, which can be helpful, but recognizing that inspiration and learning can come from groups of people. Group of people. People who are much more accessible than celebrities. Like people in your communities who are doing the things that you need to learn about. And so it really takes a level of self-awareness to know this is what I need to learn. Yeah. And then the simple part is finding those people who are accessible to you and closer, so you can ask them the questions and learn from them.
Yep, that's the key.
So and the team piece, like, not only is it important to find the right people who are motivated for the right reasons, but, for the success of the company, but it's also for the enjoyment of everybody. And if everybody's joined the company and making an effort for a shared purpose that is mutually beneficial, again, as opposed to just beneficial to the individual, makes it a lot more fun along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So, well, to wrap up here, maybe you could point our listeners, our audience, to a few books or blogs or online resources that you've. So
I think Elon Musk is one. Mm-hmm. There's one book called Blitzscaling. I forgot the author. The Blitzscale.
Big scale?
Yeah, the Blitzscaling is on how you can you test the market and grow fast and learn fast from there. Okay. And blogs, there's a various of blog. I think I used to read a lot from a Business Insider. Yeah. You know Business Insider?
Yeah, Business Insider, sure.
Right? There's a lot of verticals from there. Even technology, something like that. So I think I read a lot of various of blogs, forums and all. I don't have a specific, but what I can recommend is Business Insider is quite useful for me in terms of the current news issues. And also they try to have interview with the entrepreneurs. They have a good news to about the knowledge, about the trends and all. So I think Elon Musk is one. There's one I forgot the name. There's a founder of Salesforce. I forgot the name. What is?
Mark Benioff.
Yeah, Bart Benioff. Yes, Bart Benioff. So I used to watch YouTube videos of him and a few other topics about SaaS, because RunCloud is a software as a service. It's a SaaS. Yeah. So I want to share that if you want to learn more about your business, you need to learn more about the experience or the successful entrepreneurs that have gone through about your business. And I think Stanford University also have their own YouTube channel. I think Stanford University channel, and they have a very good topics. I'm also used to watch Stanford University channel on the YouTube. That's the thing. I think it's a lot. Internet is a lot.
That is a lot. The internet's full of resources. That'll help everybody hone in a little bit more. So thank you for sharing those. I'm sure it'll be helpful for everyone listening and watching.
I hope so.
And thanks for being with us here today. It was awesome to learn more about RunCloud and your story, and I think we'll get a lot of value out of this conversation. So appreciate you sharing.
Yeah, sure. All right. Thank you, team.